The next category is original music, and to present it, one of Britain's most astonishing sopranos. His tiny hand is frozen. Please welcome the ever-talented Sanjeev Bhaskar.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As someone who has listened to music in the past, and indeed heard a bit in the car on the way here this evening, it gives me enormous pleasure to present the BAFTA for Best Original Score. The nominated composers tonight have all managed to capture the perfect tone of drama. The wit and warmth in their scores enriches the narrative. And we're blessed to have so many fantastic composers working in Britain today. And these four really are deserved nominees. And I agree with that. Let's have a listen to their work.
Original music. Murray Gold, Doctor Who, Asylum of the Daleks.
Get this door open! Hotway! Open this door!
I can't!
Hotway! Guys, get this door open! Hotway! Hotway! Please get this door open!
Stephen Mangan, Henry IV, Part 1, The Hollow Crown.
Uncle, what news? The king will bid you battle presently. There is no seeming mercy in the king. Did you beg any? God forbid.
The Prince of Wales stepped forth before the king, and cousin challenged you to single fight.
How short is tasking? Seemed it in contempt?
No, by my soul. I never in my life did hear a challenge urged more modestly.
Kevin Sargent, The Hour.
There are things I haven't told you about the war. Things that we did. Terrible things. Laurie took over once when I couldn't. When as his commanding officer, I couldn't give orders.
Elan Eshkari, Andy Burrows, The Snowman and the Snow Dog.
And the BAFTA is awarded to Stephen Warbeck for Henry IV, Part 1, The Hollow Crown.
Well, there's a thing. It's quite nice. A few quick thank yous. BAFTA, Neil Street, and Richard Eyre, because we'll all know, because of the field we work in, how incredible it is when you're given a job where the director trusts you and leaves you to do your work. And I've said to lots of people, it's my happiest project in the last 2 or 3 years. So Richard Eyre, thank you very much. And the last thank you is to the musicians, because you place in front of them an arbitrary set of graphic instructions and they make it sound like something worthwhile. And thank you to Paul Dessau. Thank you very much.
So that brings us to the category for makeup and hair design, sponsored by MAC. I always spend hours in hair and makeup, not necessarily because I need it, but because I like to know who's having sex with who. To present this award, we welcome a young star of the screen with a big future from Misfits and Homefront. Please welcome Antonia Thomas.
Makeup and hair design is a challenging craft that requires a wide range of skills. For starters, you need to get up earlier than anyone else. You need to work with meticulous attention to detail on living, breathing canvases. And crucially, you need to be able to pretend to turn a deaf ear to all of the outrageous gossip that can be heard on the makeup truck. Tonight's nominees truly are masters of their craft. Let's remind ourselves of that.
Makeup and hair design. Christine Walmsley Cotton, Call the Midwife.
Thank you. Please. Right.
Nadine Prigg, Neil Gorton, Clinton Aidan Smith, The Girl.
May I present my wife?
Mrs. Hitchcock, how lovely. Alma, dear, always Alma. Just as pretty in person as on the screen.
Oh, look at me. I'm a Minnesota country girl who thinks it never rains in Hollywood.
You may serve the champagne. Now, Tippy, my dear, don't pretend you haven't seen our small gift.
You shouldn't have.
Jan Archibald, Parade's End.
Sylvia, excuse me.
Oh, no, please stay if you can, Bertram.
Stay at your peril. Sylvia has a bit between her teeth.
Well, if I can have a drink for a few minutes.
I'm concerned for Edward.
Campion?
Why has he got a glorified quartermaster's job fitting out troops for General Perry's command?
Because it's a vital job and Campion does it superbly.
Eileen Buggy, Sharon Doyle, Ripper Street.
Rose?
It's all right, Percy's with me. Thinking of joining up, ain't you?
Is business good?
Never better. So long as we don't get copped and find the right distribution, Rosie here will be lighting them up in Blackpool.
Sarah Bernhardt and I should be one of a piece.
You already are, Rose. You already are.
And the BAFTA goes to Christine Walmsley Cotton for Call the Midwife.
None more surprised than me, I have to say. Thank you, Neil Street. It was a lot of fun and a lot of hard work. So thank you to Pippa and to Hugh and to Philippa, our lovely director, and to my fantastic team, Kay, Natalie and Catherine. It's for them too. Thank you.
So our next award tonight is for Photography Factual. To present this, we have someone who is part of British comedy royalty. He's appeared in a great many of the most fantastic TV comedies from the last 3 decades, but I know him as one of the industry's most vicious racists. Please welcome the star of It's Kevin Eldon.
Thank you. Yeah, I knew he'd say that. Anyway, before we get on to the autocue, I'd just like to say it's a great honour to be asked to do one of these awards. Huge respect for everyone working behind the cameras. My missus, she was an art director, and it's quite a tough gig. Sleepless nights, long hours. unreasonable demands and dealing with a lot of shit. But all that's behind her now. She's taking it easy, looking after our baby. So anyway, on to the auto cue, and the nominees tonight for Photography Factual showcase an extraordinary range of subjects from microscopic 3D fauna to enormous panoramas. Is that panoramas or should that be panoramae? It doesn't matter. Panoramas of the planet and heartbreaking human portraits. The skill of these DOPs really is astonishing. Let's have a look at their work.
Photography Factual. Tim Cragg, Robert Hollingworth, Tim Shepherd, Kingdom of Plants 3D.
I'm exploring the fascinating world of plants, from the most bizarre to the most beautiful. I will be using today's latest technology to reveal a whole new dimension in the lives of plants.
Julius Brighton, Paul O'Callaghan, Supersized Earth.
At this height, if I dropped anything, it could do serious damage.
Steve Robinson, Amish, A Secret Life.
Good morning.
How are we?
I'm good. I'm David Latt.
So Steve.
Hello, Steve.
Good morning, David. Good morning.
It's a lovely day, isn't it?
It is. How are you this morning?
Very well. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning.
It is. Praise the Lord. This is my youngest son, Benyo.
Good morning.
Rupert Binsley, Return to the Falklands.
Somehow this makes it so much less painful. It really does. For me, it makes it less painful. And what we did and what we were able to achieve and what we lost as well, it makes the injuries so much more bearable, seeing the beauty and the success of the islands.
And the BAFTA goes to Steve Robinson, Amish, A Secret Life.
Thank you very much. Thank you, BAFTA. This is a great honour, particularly because it was such a lovely film to shoot. Miriam and David and their children are a beautiful family, and filming them was a joy. Actually, spending time with them was a joy. We had a great deal of fun together, both with and without the camera. Lots of hilarious moments in the back of that buggy. And it's a shame they can't be here tonight. I wonder what they'd make of this. I think they might quite enjoy it, actually, secretly. But they took a big risk in allowing us to film them, and they welcomed us with warmth and kindness and good humour on our many visits to them. And I tried to capture a sense of that in my photography. But of course, it takes more than just pictures alone to make a film like this, and it's the fruit of a very rich, long-standing collaboration with two very special people that I'm lucky enough to enjoy. Sean Mackenzie, already the winner tonight, and Lynn Alloway. Sean's work is clearly on display in this film. The grace and sensitivity he brings to everything he does is manifestly clear. And Lynn and I have stood side by side in many bizarre locations, all hours of day and night, on lots of films we've shared. But each one has been an intense and heartfelt adventure, which might sound like a cliche, but only Lynn could have found Miriam and David and then gained their trust and then persuaded them to take part in the film. and then brought such warmth and tenderness to the film. So thank you, Lynn, and thank you, Sean. May we share many more films together. Also thanks to the BBC, particularly Charlotte Moore and Maxine Watson, for believing that a film like this could still be made, and that Lynn was the person to make it. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Steve. Some say the truth is often stranger than fiction. I'll tell you what's stranger than fiction: science fiction. Which brings us to the next award tonight for photography and lighting fiction. To present it, we have an actor who's appeared in Doctor Who, Star Wars and Highlander. He's a one-man Comic-Con waiting to happen. Please welcome Hugh Quarshie.
Thank you. I would smile, but it's all the Botox and filler that I had in anticipation of this event. Changing technologies, crumbling locations, the British weather are just some of the challenges faced by tonight's talented nominees for photography and lighting fiction. Blackout, The Fear, Hunted, Ripper Street. I think you can probably tell from these titles that the nominees for this award have been crafting work out of the darkness more than the light. I should say that when an actor, particularly a black actor, hears that the DOP, his nickname is Prince of Darkness, it sends a certain tremor of anxiety through it. But I'm very pleased to say that tonight it's a tremor of anticipation and excitement. Let's have a look at the nominees.
Photography and lighting, fiction. Gavin Finney, The Fear. Belash Boligo, Hunted. Christopher Ross, Blackout.
Daniel, I thought this whole idea of you standing for mayor was madness. But maybe they're right. You can use what has happened to you to help people. Do something that matters.
Julian Court, Ripper Street.
And the BAFTA goes to Gavin Finney for The Fear.
There's been some good speeches tonight. I'm a picture man, not a wordsmith, but no cinematographer has stood here holding this award without owing a great debt of gratitude to their crew. But I really also want to thank a fantastic director with an extraordinary vision, Michael Samuels, and a great producer, Tim Bricknell. Thank you very much.
You want to drop the back back? Both of you want to drop that way? Thank you.
So, on to the award for production design, sponsored by the London studios. Please welcome to the stage the actress who gave us the young Margaret Thatcher in The Iron Lady, and Helene in Hunderby, one of our brightest young actors. Here's one roach we'd never want to exterminate, Alexandra Roach.
This award celebrates the craft of production designers who translate the writer's vision of interior bedroom into a fully formed world. As an actor, it's always a thrill to walk onto set and see your character's bedroom just as it was in your imagination. It makes my job a whole lot easier. Let's have a look at their amazing work.
Production design. Daryl Hammer, the girl.
We just got going and he threw me out.
Stroke of noon. You'll get used to it.
Next, please.
Right now, every blonde in town can get a lunch. Miss Tippi Hedren.
How do you do, Mr. Hitchcock?
Why don't you call me Hitch?
Martin Childs, Parade's End. Eve Stewart, The Hour.
Good evening. Evening, Mr. Roger.
Hello.
Make sure everything is...
Mr. Madden, good evening. Wonderful show this evening. We never miss it. The doggy, so sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, very droll. Sending a bitch into space. He has the karma, apparently.
Donal Woods, Downton Abbey.
Were you a very involved mother with Robert and Rosamond?
Does it surprise you?
A bit. I'd imagined them surrounded by nannies and governesses being starched and ironed to spend an hour with you after tea.
Yes, but it was an hour every day.
I see, yes. How tiring.
And the BAFTA goes to Daryl Hammer for The Girl.
As foolish as we are, we can lose it in the heat of night. We should take it to the wall. Oh no, let's find a clearing in the carts. We can move it till we nearly fall. We should do this while we're young enough. But I was up on my own outside where the stars are moving.
Oh, it's heavy. I so didn't expect to win. I haven't really prepared a speech. But I have to thank Julian Gerald and Amanda Jenks, who took a huge leap of faith in the beginning. Diane Beattie. There's so many. The crew. I'm a bit at a loss for words. Thank you very much.
Our next category tonight is for digital creativity, sponsored by Bright Cove. Please welcome to the stage a brilliant writer of rare talent, Carlyle's answer to Dorothy Parker, Grace Dent.
Hiya. With the convergence of TV, mobile and the web, we're entering
an unprecedented era of creativity with shows extending out through our second screens. I thought I was pretty good at mucking about online, but tonight's nominees have all broken new ground. And what's more, unlike your regular TV show, they've all managed to make a positive contribution to society. Let's have a look at these outstanding projects.
Digital creativity. The Great British Property Scandal.
My name's Dean. I was homeless for a couple of years, spent some time sofa surfing, mainly on this estate with friends, families and such. While I was here, I noticed the 2 empty flats there. Both these flats have been empty for about 2 years. They're both council owned. As soon as I saw the programme, I was like, this is something I want to get involved in. Took some photos, put them online. About a week into the new year, they started work. You can make a difference by reporting an empty flat in your area at channel4.com/property scandal.
Channel 4 Paralympics.
Channel 4's digital offering for the London 2012 Paralympics quite literally dwarfed anything that had gone before. We had a dedicated website, apps for phone and tablet, groundbreaking use of social media, our innovative new video player, and we took a unique stance for all editorial content.
Fox's Live Wild in the City.
For the first time, a television campaign encouraged viewers to take part in a comprehensive scientific study of a wild urban animal. By going online, they could upload fox sightings and check out activity in their neighbourhood compared to other parts of the country.
You can see there's the map of the UK. Let's have a look in Surrey. Isn't that the most brilliant sight? Thank you, Becky.
Embarrassing Bodies live from the clinic.
The project incorporated the UK's first interactive video GP service, My Video Doctor. NHS Direct symptom checkers were adapted into personal one-to-one video consultations with the Embarrassing Bodies doctors. By plugging into NHS data, it was possible to calculate that My Video Doctor had saved the health service over £1 million in its first year.
And the BAFTA goes to Steve Bolton and James Rutherford for Channel 4 Paralympics.
So chuffed for so many people. Yeah, it's the second really good occasion I've had in the last 2 days. It was my mum's 80th birthday yesterday, and after all those years, she still doesn't know what I do. And I can see a few blank faces out there, but perhaps we can shed a bit of light with some thank yous at least. I mean, it was a very, very large and ambitious project, of which Channel 4 should be the first people to thank. The first person I spoke to was Deborah Poulton. I think it was her first day at her desk. She sent Richard Davidson Houston over to meet us, which was great. He then got promoted to head of Channel 4 Online. And that worked well. And then, following that, eventually got...
How long is this going to be?
It's not going to be very long. And then Paul Edwards and James Rutherford took it from there. We ended up working with 13 Strides for visual design, 2-4, who made some fantastic videos all the way through. Livewire Sport, who supported us on the editorial, which was fantastic. And, of course, my company, Delta Tray, who did a fantastic job. And I'm ever so proud of them. And I'm very proud of being in this room with all of you guys, because this is definitely where the talent, I think, truly lies. So thank you ever so much. And
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. I'll just keep it short. I think 2 words sum it up for me: flabbergasted and humbled. So thank you, BAFTA. It feels great to be here. Cheers.
Now, this year, as I said earlier, the Academy is giving 2 Writers' Awards, one for comedy and one for drama. First, comedy. And what can I say about the presenter of this award that I haven't said in countless and expensive therapy sessions? It's the Ginger Jesus, Julian Rhind-Tutt.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. I'm not going to say any of that because it's not funny and not embarrassing. This is for the best writer in comedy, which is brilliant. Let's have a look at the writers are brilliant. Let's have a look at the nominations.
Writer, comedy. Joe Brand, Vicky Pepperdine, Joanna Scanlan, Getting On.
I just think that vulvas could be a very exciting area for you to get into as your specialism, you know, given some of the more barbaric, for want of a better expression, practices. I mean, although obviously who are we in the West to judge these things? But I really feel, Josh, if you come on board with my Vajat, you know, by the time you do get back to your part of the world, you will know the intricacies of female genitalia like the back of your hand.
John Morton, 2012.
Yes, there's another email from Danny Boyle's people.
Oh, right, brilliant. What now?
Yes, apparently wants more nurses.
Well, we all do. I haven't seen one all morning.
Yes, no, they want more nurses in the opening ceremony to represent...
Yes, I know, to represent nurses.
Yes, but apparently there aren't enough of them.
OK, well, fine, get some more then.
Yes, no, I think his point is that there aren't enough nurses in the NHS, actually.
No, well, what's he expect us to do about that?
Yes.
I mean, he'll just have to have fewer nurses dancing harder.
Right.
I mean, Benny Hill managed it. I don't see why he can't.
Yes, no, not a problem.
Julia Davis, Hunderby.
What interesting breasts you have, Helen.
Thank you, sir. I suspect Arabelle's were larger.
They were considerable. You are much darker down there than perhaps I had imagined.
Writing team, the thick of it.
Well, when you're a high-profile politician, you expect to be in the public gaze. I would say that there's a certain level of extra scrutiny that is afforded to women in the public gaze. I'm sure you would agree.
Well, you were followed around for 6 months by a man dressed as a pork chop. Is that the particular kind of scrutiny that you're saying is reserved for women?
No, that was just reserved for me.
And the BAFTA goes to Julia Davis for Hunderby.
Julia is unable to be here tonight, so Julian will ensure she gets it. Yeah. That's not a euphemism.
I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Starsky and Hutch remake waiting to happen, surely. That brings us to the award for Writer Drama. To present the award, we have a multi-talented writer and performer who has even had a #1 single with Gareth Gates. And there really aren't many people who can say that. Please welcome Meera Syal.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasure to be here and especially presenting this award. Drama is life with the dull bits cut out. Alfred Hitchcock said that, and one of the nominees is a drama about Hitchcock's life. I'm sure he would have appreciated the irony. All of tonight's nominees make brilliant writing look effortless, which is bloody hard. Let's see some examples.
Writer, drama. Sean Duggan, Jimmy McGovern, Accused, Tracy's Story.
I couldn't do it. Would have broke her heart. Better a broken skull than a broken heart. And that's not cowardness. That's not lacking emotional courage. That's It's just being human. What's he saying? I killed her.
Gwyneth Hughes, the girl.
If you don't want to go to bed, please get out.
I don't want to go to bed. And now, he goes around her. They're quite sharp. Her hands come up to ward him off, and the negligee falls to the ground. And she has no expression on her face at all.
Sally Wainwright, Last Tango in Halifax.
We're going to have to go. Some brain-dead, low-life trailer trash stole my parking space.
And you've met my daughter.
Sorry?
Gillian, this is Celia. And Caroline.
Hello, Celia. I've heard a lot about you. I've met Caroline.
Right.
Tom Stoppard, Parade's End.
But there is, or used to be, among families of position, a certain, well, call it parade, was there? Well, there are no more parades for that regiment. It held out to the last man, but you were him.
And the BAFTA is awarded to Sally Wainwright for Last Tango in Halifax.
Thank you. I have to thank my mum because it was her story, Last Tango. So thank you to my mum. Last Tango is the happiest shoot I have ever worked on, and that is down to Karen Lewis, our producer. So thank you, Karen. Thank you very much.
Paint, spattered walls, and the cry of a tomcat. Lights going out and a kick in the balls. That's entertainment. And this is the BAFTA for Entertainment Craft Team, sponsored by HotCam. To present it, thank you for HotCam. Where are you? Yes. They put you right at the back. That's gratitude for you. Please welcome the star of The Inbetweeners and Way to Go, the gifted Blake Harrison.
Hello. Britain's TV entertainment craft is the envy of the world. Tonight's nominees have all delivered outstanding work involving unbelievably complicated setups to deliver entertainment shows which will be remembered for years to come. Let's enjoy a look at why they're being recognised here tonight.
Entertainment Craft Team. Darren Brown, Apocalypse.
I guess we can call it a man-in-the-middle attack, if that helps.
Okay, what does that mean?
So it means instead of having his data go from A to B, we're now being man-in-the-middle C and causing everything that he does on the phone to go via us. Because of that, we can see it and we can interact with it.
Excellent.
This means that I can now make my own made-up news items appear to be on legitimate websites that Stephen uses.
The Diamond Jubilee Concert.
I remember when everything was true, when we would have such a very good time, such a fine time, such a happy time.
Top Gear.
3, 2, 1.
working well for a blinding start from the Bentley. Oh my word, it's in the lead.
The X Factor final.
And I go hungry, I go black and blue, and I go crawling down the avenue. Oh, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love.
And the BAFTA is awarded to Darren Brown Apocalypse, Stephen Bryce, Andrew Cook, Simon Ainge and Nick Forster.
We didn't plan who was going to say anything, so no, nothing there. Sorry. Okay, this is amazing. Thank you. It's an honour to be part of the Darren Brown team. We're 5 people out of a team who work really hard and love the show, love being on it. We can't really thank everybody, but we haven't got time. I think Fee Cotter-Craig deserves a huge shout-out, and Anthony Owen and Andrew Newman, and everyone at Channel 4, Justin Gorman, Tom Beck, and I want to thank my brother Ben Foster, who wrote the score with me and gets half of my bit of this as a result. Well done, Benny. And other people, Simon Dinsel, the great Simon Dinsel, for everything he's done. Must have forgotten somebody. Lots of people. Paula, Ashtar, my wife, Simon's wife, and the one and only Darren Brown. Thank you, this is wonderful. Thank you, BAFTA. Brilliant.